All right, Mom, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit. Tell us your name, what you do.
My name's Dawn Baum. I'm 49 again, and I have 4 kids. Kelly, Aaron, Kyle, and Corey. Corey's over here asking the questions. And I've been married 6 years to my husband Ray, who's behind the camera. Say hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
Now, I know this firsthand, but they want me to ask if you have any cake decorating or pastry experience.
Yeah, I took 4-H 40-some, almost 40 years ago. I took cake decorating back then, and I took the basic cake decorating class, and my cake that I took to the fair that year was different than everybody else's because I decided to do purple chrysanthemums instead of pink roses and yellow daisies. And so I didn't get a big prize, but that started me a long time ago. And then when my kids were little, I used to make their cakes and just remembered how to do it from them. And then when my grandson was born, I made his cake, and then I decided after that that I wanted to go back and get a refresher course, so I took some classes at a craft store, and so I took the Wilton classes 1, 2, and 3, which is an hour long for 4 weeks at a time, and I passed all those classes. And then the rest of the things I've learned, I've either done it online, watching videos, or read it in magazines and figured out how to do it on my own.
And of course, watching Cake Boss.
Yeah, that too.
Now, is there any specific kind of food or dessert that you like to bake?
I like to bake cakes. They're easier to do. Corey prefers pie, but I haven't quite perfected my pie crust recipes yet, so I don't do very many pies, but mostly cakes and cupcakes.
Is there any that you hate to do? You're just not good at?
I don't know that I hate to do any. I haven't tried the vegan cupcakes, but how good can a cake be without butter and eggs in it? So I just haven't tried that yet. But
I know you said you got your recipes from just experience and taking classes and watching the cooking shows on TV, but how do you put your own personal twist on those recipes?
Oh, I'd rather use almond extract instead of vanilla on a lot of things, and so I usually add that in there, and sometimes it's just adding a different spice or more chocolate or a different kind of chocolate to try out and see how it turns out differently.
And now complete this sentence for me. If I were an ingredient, I would be blank.
Chocolate!
Why is that?
Who doesn't like chocolate? But you and Ray's sister, who's allergic to chocolate, but everybody likes chocolate, and I like to think that most people like me.
But I don't like chocolate. You're saying I don't like you?
Well, you do. You just don't like chocolate as well.
Now, why do you want to be on the show?
I've had a lot of people tell me through the years that either I should have my own craft show or store, or I should open a bakery or do this and that, and I want to try. And I need to get some more experience. I need to learn some more stuff, and this is a small area and there's not a lot of classes offered around here, so I'd like to go learn from the best, and so I want to go learn from Buddy.
Why should they pick you to be on the series? What makes you unique?
I've had a very interesting life.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of stuff I've had to work through, and I would really like to try and do it. I'd like to do it for my dad. My dad taught me a lot, and I want to teach somebody else.
Well, I think that sums it up, and hopefully you will be on the show.
Well, I want to show you some of the other things I've done, a lot of my other hobbies. I also make glass beads, and I don't know if you can zoom in on these or not, if they're too little, but these are some of the beads I've made. And
We didn't see them.
Sorry, it's a it's a glass torch, and so you use rods of glass and you melt them in the torch and shape them, and it's kind of like fondant, only it's hard. And then these are some of my painting. These are in process. These are my gourds. Start off with plain brown gourds, and I add clay decorations to them around their hats, their noses. The eyes are raised. And then I paint them, and this is one that's finished. It's an older one, but it's one of my favorites. And some of the other things I've done, I have been published in a magazine, not my face, but the project I did, and it was several years ago. I don't even remember what year it was, but I was actually the first article in the book, and that was the project I drew and designed myself, and then had to write the instructions for it and send it in, and it's the first thing I got paid for.
All right. Well, I think you answered everything that they wanted to know, so hopefully you'll be hearing from them.
I hope so too.